Great question. My name is Caitlin. I'm an American living in Portugal. I arrived 15 months ago and had absolutely zero Portuguese when I arrived, and I am now very comfortable in my everyday life speaking Portuguese. I cannot have prolonged social interactions in Portuguese, but day to day is no problem. Also, I'm fighting a cold right now, so sorry for the nasally voice, but also that's been helping my Portuguese pronunciation. In answer to this specific question, I guess I would say maybe 6 months, but it just gets more and more comfortable, so it's hard to say exactly like when was the moment. But I've always been pretty good at making my way around languages using what I know because I've lived in lots of places where I didn't speak a lot of the language. And I'm an EFL teacher and I have to help my students try to understand using English. I am strongly against translators. They have a time and place for single words, but for prolonged conversations, they're not good. So as an example of what I mean by that, the other day I had to return some moldy cheese. If you go back and watch a video of me talking about my groceries, you'll see the moldy cheese. It came in an online order and I had to go to the physical store to do it. So let's imagine I did that in English. I would say something like, "Hi, I've got this moldy cheese that came from my online shopping order and I need to do an exchange." But in Portuguese, I don't know how to say moldy, I don't know how to say exchange, and I don't know how to use the past tense. So instead, I said in Portuguese, "I have cheese," showed them the cheese. "It has this," pointed to the mold, "from online, from today," and showed them my receipt. Now, that's not an everyday interaction. That's a kind of exception, but I was able to do it in Portuguese because I did it in a roundabout way. And people get it, they see that you're trying and they see that you're not fluent and they'll mostly are happy to help you and mostly will try to figure out what you're trying to say. The thing that throws me off more than anything is when I do something really well and then people think I'm more fluent than I am, so they go full steam ahead and I'm just like, whoa, 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 whoa. I did really well because that's stuff that I know and now you've lost me. Or when somebody says something that is like off script, like if I'm ordering food at a restaurant and somebody says, I don't know, something else, and I'm like, I don't know, that wasn't about the food that I'm ordering. Maybe they're trying to make a little joke or have a little aside, and so that stuff throws me off. And then one other thing, something that breaks my heart is when people try to have those little momentary jokes with you. Like if you are standing in line at the grocery store and something's happening like away from you and somebody looks and like says like, "Oh, wow, what's going on over there?" And they say some comment about it. And all you have to do is kind of like say a little comment back and giggle. And I so want to participate in those things, but without context, I just can't. I'm not there yet, unfortunately.